We got tired of our chook food being all around the ground like this, and the possums are able to easily eat it, henceforth costing us an absolute packet. So we've decided to make a gravity feed bird feeder. They sell for about $70 in the shops here, just for a small one at a pet shop. So I'm just going to show you how I make mine using a PVC pipe, a few bolts and a steel tray. Here are the ingredients for making the gravity feeder. Just a short piece of PVC, then a tray, probably a metal tray, an old saucepan or something like that, some bolts that you find around the place. I've just chosen some that I took off my yacht, out of an old yacht window. So what you do is you cut little bits of steel. This is from an old gutter bracing. I've cut it in half and just pre-drill some holes and bend them into a shape like that. And then what you do is you just attach those on the bottom of the PVC. Obviously you need to mark where they go on the tray so that you can drill through those holes and attach. But basically the idea is that when these go and attach to the tray like that, there'll be one there and also another one on this side, which I haven't attached yet. There's the pre-drilled hole. The idea is that this will stand, actually that's not the way I've put it, I think it goes this way. That will stand something like that, so it's just off the tray like that, and then you will just fill up that seed, put a little lid on the top, fill it up, and as the chooks eat the seed, it'll just keep spilling out the bottom. And if you put it up off the ground, I'm pretty sure the possums mightn't get to it. They might too, so I'll have to just see what happens later. But I'll take you a shot when it's finished and operating. Here I am at the stage where the PVC has been attached to the base. It's been bolted through to the underside there. I've also left a little hole in the middle of the pan, and the idea of that is that I'll put a knot on the end of a string and run the string up through the middle of the PVC pipe here through a hole in a lid, a little circular lid here. The idea of that is that if you tie these off the ground about 6 inches or so, the chickens can get their beaks into the food and eat it, but the possums are annoying because if the food's on the ground, they'll eat the food, but if it's a bit off the ground, the possum won't climb down a thin bit of string because it's quite a big creature, and it won't feed on anything if it can't tilt its neck up to feed on it, so it won't stand on its back feet like other creatures. So basically it keeps the whole thing off the ground about that much, probably about there, and you don't get your chook feed eaten by other animals. Bush turkeys also like to eat chook food, so if you hang this inside your chicken coop, the bush turkeys don't tend to go in there, so basically you don't use half as much food feeding all the other creatures. This hasn't cost really anything to build. I've just found an old throwaway materials really, and something that size, we saw one half that size for $70 the other day, so this would probably sell between $70 and $100, something like this, and it hasn't cost anything, just about an hour on a Saturday morning. So I'll just show you it working. For the lid, I've just got a daggy old plastic plate and traced over the hole, over the size of the PVC at the top. The idea of the lid is that it should fit snugly inside this little indent that you get in PVC pipes. It should just sit in here. The idea is that when the string runs through the hole, the lid can't move from side to side, so it can just keep its central position, and that lid will keep other things from getting in the top. And also the lid can't be so big as the chooks will want to jump up there and roost on it, so it's got to just sit inside there. I'll just cut that circle out now just a bit smaller than I've drawn it. Here's the finished product. This is just a trial, so it wouldn't be this high off the ground. You can see its grain dispenser's working well. As the chooks eat that, the grain just keeps coming down from the inside. On the top I've got a bit of plastic, so when you go to refill you just pull that up and refill it, and that just, when it's in there like that, it kind of locates the centre so it doesn't sit on an angle. To go. Even a couple of bricks on the floor there for them to stand up, so it's right up off the ground, about yay level.